With the upcoming release of the Chainsaw Man anime along with the recent release of the sequel of Chainsaw Man, I figured now is a perfect time as any to discuss just how powerful the most feared devil really is. And if this wasn't clear enough, obvious spoilers for the Chainsaw Man manga. Usually in my videos I start off discussing the strength of the characters, but I feel like for something like Chainsaw Man it's more interesting to discuss the devil's abilities and what they themselves specialize in. The Chainsaw Devil, as some of you may already guess, can use chainsaws. These chainsaws allow Denji to slice and dice through his opponents, and initially this is all he can really do, but we see him unlock cool abilities like being able to use the chains from the chainsaw on his arms for range and to restrain his opponents if needed. And due to him being the most feared devil, we have things like people dying just getting near him when he's at his primal state. And due to him being a devil, he's shown a pretty insane tolerance to pain, has some sort of regen and can recover in base by transforming. But another way he regenerates, and this is the main way that all devils regenerate, is through drinking blood, whether it be from outside help or his enemies. Eventually he does reach a point where he no longer needs to do that and can legit kick his own heart out of his body to reform around it. Chainsaw Man's most impressive ability, hands down though, is his ability to erase the names of those he's eaten from existence. This is an actual thing established in the plot and is a part of the whole main villain's plan, so it isn't something you simply take out of context. Once Chainsaw Man eats you, your name is gone and no one around your life will remember you. It's as if life itself went on, just as if you never existed. Not only does he technically erase your existence, sort of like Hakai from Dragon Ball, but it actually does something more impressive, that being erasing the very person's concept. Now as for his resistances, we'll see Denji straight up have his heart ripped out and is fine, along with taking attacks that cut him in half and recover right after. We can also see Denji somewhat resist fire because he's legit lit himself on fire before, along with literally kicking his heart back to earth. Now it's time to talk about just how strong this down bad devil is. We see as early as the Bat Devil arc, or like chapters 9 through 10, where we see Denji taking a blast that does damage to multiple buildings, and the blast itself was calculated to be at large building level, with the Bat Devil being able to deal over 7.45 tons of TNT. This is pretty consistent for the verse, as Denji could turn the Typhoon Devil into pieces, who we see being able to destroy a building, and this was calculated to be at large building level. Along with the Denji blocking Gun Fiend Aki's bullet, which also has large building level AP. Now some of you guys are probably thinking this is a little low for Chainsaw Man, but this is just Chainsaw Man discovering his powers initially. And once he gets his real form, his power is on a whole other tier in comparison to before. Firstly, he's the most feared devil, which in Chainsaw Man would mean he is the strongest devil around. This would upscale Denji above the likes of the Control Devil, the Darkness Devil, and even the Gun Devil. The Gun Devil is able to easily wipe out multiple towns just by moving towards Makima, which was calculated to be at 1.5 megatons of TNT or small city level. And this is pretty consistent since Denji's casual kicks in this form can produce enough energy to destroy a town, and he's shown to obliterate the Hell Devil, who is considered a primal. And primal feared devils would be above the likes of the Gun Devil since they've never been killed before and would be feared more. Denji obliterates this devil, plus would lore-wise scale above the Darkness Devil, which would put Chainsaw Man's AP consistently in that town to small city level range. Now, let's get into the speed scaling for Chainsaw Man. Pre-full transformation, Denji can react to Gun Fiend Aki's bullets at hypersonic speeds, which is very consistent with the verse since Denji could blitz Katana Man at over Mach 20 or hypersonic plus speeds. We then see in the Bomb Devil arc, Beam, who's weaker than Denji, can dodge Rize's explosions, which are real explosions, at Mach 183, which would grant Beam massively hypersonic reaction speed. And when Denji transforms, he is able to react to Makima at massively hypersonic speeds. However, weirdly enough, the highest speed feat besides just Denji blocking Makima is Beam dodging Rize's explosion. And Beam is a questionable slash mid-tier in terms of power in the overall verse. So Denji would easily have massively hypersonic combat and reaction speeds. It's safe to say this weirdo is pretty strong. Also, all the calcs I mentioned in this video will be linked in the description. And Chainsaw Man versus Zombie Man, who y'all got? Let me know down in the comments.